Okay, here's the scoop. You want to save money? How about $9 a day to eat like a king or a queen? How about telling you, you can have cookies, you can have ravioli, you can have lasagna, you can have pizza. I mean, you look at these results and these are jaw-dropping. And here's the thing, all of these before and afters are not only huge success stories, they ate food. They ate real food. That's the big thing for me. That's why the first 3 letters in diet are D-I-E, because you feel like you want to die. You're giving up this, you're giving up that. You're giving up the carbs, you're giving up the fruit. You want to eat nutritionally balanced meals, but you know what? Moreover, if the only thing I told you about this hour is, it's like having a private chef because somebody's cooking 5 days of the week for you, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then you want the weekends off. If you're going to a restaurant, you even retrain your brain on how to eat in terms of portion size. But the best part for me is you're gonna save money. $9 a day, not a meal, $9.09 a day. How much did you spend on that snack? How much did you spend at the drive-thru? How much did you spend in the, at the fast food? I mean, in all seriousness, if you only did it for money saving, it's gonna pay for itself. And like I said, you're eating real food. But there's always like a downside. Here's the downside. If you are shopping for a single ship, because we have our single or our auto ship, I have fewer than 1,000. If you're shopping for our auto ship, I got about 1,000. So get it while we got it. I gotta get her out here. Cat.
Hello.
Okay, I've been fangirling over you, you know that, right?
Fangirling over you.
Girl, I'll tell you, do you know I was watching you long before you came to HSN or with Nutrisystem? Because the thing is, you're not only a face that I've seen on TV, you were a customer. You gotta tell them your story, because we look at you and you're like, come on, this gorgeous creature, they must have just hired her to do Nutrisystem, right?
Oh, no, no, no. I'm just like you. I was sitting watching, I had heard about Nutrisystem, but I'm someone who had a weight problem really my whole life. I was a heavy child. I was a heavy adolescent. In my 20s, I'd gotten up to over 250 pounds. In fact, I remember I was that person, that woman who walked into a store and I would just pray that I could find something that fit. And then I went on a trendy diet. I powered off 90 pounds, cut out a whole food group. And, I was even on Oprah telling my story. And at the time, I was a news anchor at a major news organization. And when I got there, I started putting weight back on and putting weight back on. And I was the medical anchor. So I had access to every diet, everything. And I still couldn't figure it out. And a friend saw me on the air. He had a friend that had been successful on Nutrisystem. And he called me up. And it's a good friend who can call up and be like, hey girl, you heard about Nutrisystem? And I'm not gonna get offended. And I was like, well, yeah, I've heard about it. And I was like, but I've tried everything. Sure. And he said, well, if you haven't tried Nutrisystem, you haven't tried everything. And those words, that's what he said to me. Yeah. This was 18 years ago, and I still remember it. So I decided, you know what, let me just go ahead and try it. I didn't know what to expect. The first week I was eating the food and I was eating all day long and I was like, wow, the food's really good. I can't be losing weight because I've worked way harder than this and lost nothing. I got on the scale with Nutrisystem after the first week, I had lost weight. Second week, lost weight. Third week, people in my office were like, did you do something different with your hair? By the 6th week, I was a full pant size smaller. In 5 months, I was almost 50 pounds lighter.
Well, okay, you gotta show them. Okay, let me just move this aside. We gotta show them, Okay.
And these are the pants that I was wearing on my summer vacation right before I started. I think we can probably stand behind them. These are the pants that I was wearing on my summer vacation right before I started Nutrisystem. I've held on to these pants for close to 20 years because it reminds me of where I was and where I've gotten to be and where you can be if you make the decision tonight.
Well, and by the way, only for this hour, I triple checked, I called everybody. I mean, I was waking people up. I mean, it's just like, what's going on? Because normally, sometimes we honor today's special price after the fact.
Oh.
We're not doing that, okay? Cut off today, bye-bye. Only time of the year is right now. And you know what? Kat's gonna talk about not only the Nutrisystem guarantee, but that time is gonna pass anyway. And of course, we always have a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. But you probably heard me say this on, Andrew Lessman items, and I know Kat is, a living testament. things are guided. You are watching this show for a reason, and for whatever reason, I mean, think about why you're telling yourself you weren't able to lose the weight. I'm going through menopause. I don't have the time. I can't cook. I don't have the money. I can't do math. I can't think about calories, or I don't know what's a good carb. I don't go, eat the food, lose the weight. Bottom line, eat the food, lose the weight.
That's it.
And then $9 a day. Kat, you and I were talking about this, just the sheer economics of this. My mortgage went up by $600, and you know, with everything that's going on in the world. And you know, I'm having to make some serious choices about life.
Right.
And life is hard enough without you worrying about, is the pasta on sale this week? You know, is the pizza on sale this week? You know, what happens when you get stressed? I want a carb. I want popcorn. I want a cookie. Life is hard enough without you having to do any of the mental mechanics to make your life, and frankly, better wellness work. And Kat, I'm sure you'd agree, especially as a medical reporter and a living proof, the truth is, whittling your waistline and losing the weight, eat the food, lose the weight, to me is a side benefit.
That's right.
It's all about your health, how you can take care of yourself, how you can take care of your family, how the quality of your life, taking the fear factor out of food, right?
The fear factor, the guilt.
Yeah,
I was
amen.
someone, I would think, oh, I need some chocolate, and I would go get chocolate, or I'd go to the fast food, and then I would feel guilty about it.
Yeah.
I was someone who, I would wake up in the morning thinking about food. What am I gonna eat for breakfast? I was thinking about lunch. I was thinking about food all the time. And I was also missing out on life.
Sure.
I wasn't going to parties. I wasn't going to reunions. I wasn't participating in life. Nutrisystem, first and foremost, gave me a sense of control back in my day. I didn't have to worry because it was done for me. I didn't feel guilty when I needed chocolate in the morning because I could have a double chocolate muffin and it was okay. I could have a chocolate shake and it was okay. I could have pasta and pizza and it was okay, and I was still losing weight. I mean, there are very few things that are truly transformational in this world. Nutrisystem is transformational.
It is. I agree. I mean, seriously, in fact, what's so interesting, Kat, we didn't get a chance to talk about that. I mean, I couldn't do any better than that. I do actually like to cook, and I do a cooking show here at HSN. I posted a picture of my dinner the other day, and if I wouldn't have put the Nutrisystem box in the background, I don't think there's anybody who's ever seen me do any of our kitchen or cooking shows who're like, oh, shit, did she hand roll that pasta? Yeah, I want that recipe. I'm giving you my recipe. Call the number.
I mean, look at that. That's restaurant quality.
Right.
And that's Nutrisystem.
That's Nutrisystem.
That is Nutrisystem.
Come on.
It's so delicious. And what's great about Nutrisystem is they said, you know what, we're not gonna force you to get by just on juices. Nutrisystem is not a juice diet. It's not a powder, potion, pill program. Nutrisystem is a real food program. You're gonna get up every morning and eat breakfast and eat lunch and eat dinner and eat snacks and desserts. You know, let's go back to breakfast. Mom always said it's the most important meal of the day. And a lot of us skip breakfast thinking, well, I'm saving calories, or you only eat one meal. I would eat one meal a day. I would go to Lots of Bucks coffee shop, and I would get a big latte and a muffin that's the size of my head that was like 45,000 calories, and I would be like, well, I'm only eating one meal. Why am I gaining weight? Why am I not losing? Well, it was because you don't know what's in the food. We know what's in the Nutrisystem meals. It's wholesome, it's goodness, and everything you're seeing there right now, that's what you're gonna be receiving when you place your order today. Everything on that table.
Everything. Hey, Kat, let's do this, and then we're gonna hear from Marie. And I don't even have to say her last name, because you know who I'm talking about. Kat, do you wanna stand there? And I'm gonna stand here, and I'll tell you why. Okay, we're both tall girls. This is all your food.
That's right.
This is all your
everything
food.
here.
Right?
Everything. This is what's coming to 4 weeks worth of food.
Come on now. Seriously?
That's right.
Okay. $9.09 a meal. If you can tell, I'm excited. I was telling Kat this story. I actually, many decades ago before I came here, I worked for Nutrisystem. So I've always been a huge advocate and just so passionate about their brand, because the thing is, it is science at work. And it's not some, I even was watching the news earlier today, I was telling you this, that that there was a national news story that, you know, nutritionists and frankly the federal government wants people to be aware, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on there on TikTok and Instagram Instagram and bloggers and this and that, and you know, and I'm trying not to put shame in anybody's game, but this is over 50 years of science and research, and more importantly, success.
That's right.
Success, right?
Success, and Nutrisystem stands behind their claims, and the #1 claim, it works.
Amen.
It works. When I was carrying all that excess weight, I would see commercials for things and I would go, I wonder if it works. I wonder if that works. I might even try it and it didn't work. It was hard. I was struggling. I wasted money. Nutrisystem was like the clouds opened up and the angels were singing because it was like, wow. It doesn't have to be hard. You don't have to struggle to lose weight. What you do have to do, though, is make the decision right now to start the program.
Absolutely. In fact, you know, to that end, and then of course you're going to hear from Marie, and you know who I'm talking about. But it's only for this hour. So here's the story. My poor friend Marty is our line planning producer and manager tonight, and I lost count at like a half dozen times when I called him. I'm like, can we get more? How many can we get? When can we get more? When's the? And so, like an egg timer, he's like, I've loaded what we can load. I've done what I can. You know, at this point, at least reserve yours now, because this is the final hour where you can select it. Now, most of you, if you're smart, and I know how smart you guys and gals are, because this is just as wonderful for the men and the women. In fact, when you saw those pictures, I know you were seeing both men and women. By the way, non-restrictive, and oh, it only works if you're under 40. Oh, it only works if you're... Anybody and everybody watching this show, I can make the claim and the statement, you eat the food, you lose the weight.
That's right.
If I said, somebody's gonna cook for you for a month, and then you get the weekends off, okay. If I only said, we aren't gonna raise the price of groceries on you for a month. I mean, that's why if you, and I know how smart you guys are, do the auto ship. Because at this point, and Kevin, am I correct in saying this? We have about 1,000 in the auto ship. So now one thing about the auto ship with it's those doggone Halloween candy bars, they trick you. It's like, oh, it's just so little. That's when it starts, right? That downward slide. If you do want to take the holiday off, if you do want to take Thanksgiving month off, I mean, I do auto ship. Whenever something is on auto ship, I do it whether it's food, Andrew Lessman vitamins, or whatever, because that means HSN as a company for the next year, you know, till the end of the year, Nutrisystem cannot raise the price. HSN cannot raise the price. We will pay to send it to you. I can almost promise you, I don't care where you're shopping in this great land of ours, your grocery line, your grocery cart, you can't make this, you can't go to your grocery store and say, hey, you know, raise any prices in the next 5 months. They can't tell you that. That's just one of the things that makes this so unbelievable, isn't it?
Absolutely. And you know what? This is 4 weeks worth of food, and 4 weeks are gonna pass anyway. You have to eat something. You can't go to the grocery store and eat for 4 weeks and then say, I want my money back. You can't go to a restaurant and eat for 4 weeks and say, hey, I want my money back. But you know what? Tonight you can say, I'm gonna order Nutrisystem and I'm going to eat all of this food for the next 4 weeks. And at the end of 4 weeks, if for any reason I'm not happy, if it isn't everything that Shannon and I say it is, I can call HSN and say, I want my money back. And HSN will give it to you, no questions asked, and there's nothing to send back because you've eaten all the food. We call that the Nutrisystem guarantee. And we can guarantee it because we know the program works. But you're only gonna believe that it works when you see how it works in your body. And the only way to do that is to make the decision right now to say, I'm in, I wanna give it a try.
Absolutely. Okay, you know what? All I'm gonna say is, we're gonna show a little videotape of a customer that you might recognize. How about that?
Today could be the day that changes everything for you. The day you decide to take control and empower yourself to get healthy and finally take care of you.
Okay, Kat, you gotta tell the story, because you know how I kind of led by saying, you know, here's this gorgeous creature. She must have just been a, you know, spokesperson that they hired. She's been in news and national television, and I've seen her. So you're a real customer. Marie is too.
Marie is too. Marie was sitting probably somewhere like you're sitting right now, watching a Nutrisystem presentation. She was thinking, I've tried everything. She ordered Nutrisystem, had gone on the program, program, did not tell anybody. Then she got on that dancing program and was dancing, and people were seeing her slimming down, and she was on Nutrisystem.
Wow.
And the thing is, so many of us come to the program organically like that. We're at our wits' end thinking nothing is going to work. I'm over 40 and I'm 53 now. And we think nothing's going to, my metabolism is slow, I'm big bone. Whatever it is you've told yourself, don't believe that voice. Nutrisystem can work for you. Marie was sitting watching at home. I had seen the commercials and the programs before. It was a friend who put the bug in my ear. I want to be that friend for you who puts that bug in your ear to say, you know what, just give it a try. Just give it a try. Check the box and go, I want to do it. If there are things that you missed out on this summer because it was too hot, you didn't want to go anywhere, you couldn't figure out what to wear, if you're nervous about the holiday season coming up and you're just dreading it, if you're thinking, well, I'll just wait until New Year's resolutions, I'll make my New Year's resolutions. How about go into 2023 ready to go?
Absolutely. You know what? These before and afters, here's the thing. Every single one of these before and afters is not only a success story, they are a continued success story. To say it is life transformational is really it's not an understatement. So not only are these success stories, these are all men and women just like you. I can promise you, Rose or Tracy, they all had their own story.
That's right.
Whether it's like, oh, I was a nurse. Oh, I was a shift worker. Oh, I was a single mom. Oh, I was always a stressing snacker. Oh, I was I had a dad bod. Everybody's got their own story. And that's the thing that's so unique about this program and this price, which, by the way, Nutrisystem, you know the name. They are global leaders. They're #1. They've been doing it for over 5 decades. That's why you can trust them, and you have to know they do not, this is the biggest package for the best price that we have ever offered in Nutrisystem or HSN history. After this hour, that will no longer be the case. This is your last today's special for the year. It is the biggest package, it's the biggest value, it's the best savings, and you're watching this show for a reason. If you're one of the next 900 people, I have single ship. You could get it once, still 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Kevin, when we dip below that 1,000 mark on the auto ship, just let me know. The auto ship, we're hovering at about 1,000 only. And you have to understand, the price goes away after today. Now, if you enroll in auto ship, basically the onus is on us. It's no commitment to you. You could still get it once and cancel. You could get it every other month. You could get it, 2 more times, 3 more times. You could get it every month. It really puts you in the driver's seat. All I can tell you is you're not going to spend more than $9 a meal. You're not gonna, we can't raise the price of groceries on you. We're not gonna charge you shipping. We're not gonna make you stand in your kitchen and, cook for hours and hours and hours on end. And the thing I keep going back to is not only do you eat the food and lose the weight, which is a pretty bold statement. You eat the food, you lose the weight, but it's real food, real results.
That's right, real food. You get up in the morning, right here, we're standing in front of the yellow packages. Yellow is breakfast. Real oatmeal, real double chocolate muffins, real blueberry muffins. And you get to add fruit with that. You can have a chocolate shake with it. Then moving on to lunch. Lunch is in blue. And I'm a soup and salad girl. So I love my chicken noodle soup. I love beans and ham soup. These are the lunches. And there's also some grab and go bars. I live in Atlanta, so I flew in yesterday and I put some bars because I was like, what if I get stuck in the airport? I don't want to eat airport food and pay $50 for a little peel-off snack pack at the airport. I took my Nutrisystem with me. Then here's lunch. Lunch is in red. Right here in front of me, how about 3 thick crust pizzas, chili with beans, harvest grain bowl, hearty beef stew. You can add a salad, grilled vegetables. So you're eating fresh fruits and vegetables throughout the day. And then every night, purple, your snacks and desserts. White cheddar popcorn, butter popcorn, cookies. There's tons of cookies. And you know what? Did you know the first week on this particular program is the Fast 5 week?
Oh, that's right. You see, I'm so excited about the price and $9 a meal and last chance for the year. The Fast 5. Okay, describe what that is, and then we got to say hi to Vicki.
So Fast 5, your first 7 days on the program, every day for 7 days, you're going to be eating Nutrisystem meals and having your bonus shake. Then weeks 2 through 4 and all the subsequent weeks, you're eating weekend weekends off. So you're eating Nutrisystem 5 days a week, then 2 days a week you get your weekends off, and you're still going to lose weight. But we know life goes on. So maybe your day off is a holiday or a cocktail party or an office party. You can do that. So you're not in diet prison like those other programs out there.
It's true. Hey, Vicki is also living proof. Vicki, welcome into the show. You're live at HSN. It's Shannon and Kat. All right, you girls got to catch up because, you know, Vicki, first of all, welcome. What is going on, Miss Vicki?
Thank you so much for having me. Oh my God. Well, I'll let you know about my journey. I started the program of July of 2020, and I was, you know, I wanted to lose weight. I was on the chunkier side, but then as COVID hit, I was eating. We were all stuck at home. There was nothing else to do but, you know, work, eat, and then watch TV and eat some more. And then my significant other decided that he needed to do something, so he started the program a month prior to me, approached me and said, "Hey Vic, you really got to do this with me. You know, it's working for me. I know you hate the way you look and the way you feel. You know, you're just, you know, no energy, no nothing. You got aches and pains." So I decided a month later, I said, okay, I'm going to do it. I called, talked to a counselor, which was amazing, for about an hour, told me about the program. The thing I love about it is, like you were talking about earlier, the grab and go. It's just grab and go. You just, you know, put a whole bunch of food in your purse, you know, you take it to work, you microwave it, or if you're on the road, you have your bars. I mean, it's an amazing program, and that's the thing that I love best about it, is I didn't have to worry about putting the science together. Oh, how much carbs do I have to put in? How much, you know, fat do I have to put in? How many, you know, protein do I have to put in? You know, it was all there for me. So it took me 8 months, and I ended up losing 67 pounds. I'm in the best shape I've ever been. I'm the strongest I've ever been. And I even started teaching high intense interval training classes. And you know, I love it.
And Vicki, I want to think, because we've spoken before, weren't you originally hoping to, quote unquote, only lose 50 pounds?
Lose 50 pounds. Yeah, 50 pounds. And I thought it would take me a year because I'm going to be 53 next month. So I figured, because of my age, that it was going to take me a year to do, and it ended up taking me 8 months. 67 pounds. I lost 17 pounds more than what I wanted to lose. And I'm on this high now where I think I told you I want to lose more. It's like an addiction. You know, it's like I'm going to keep going, you know. So it's been an amazing journey. It's the best program that I have ever done. You know, I also have high blood pressure, and because of the program, my blood pressure has gone down. I mean, everything about it is just amazing. I mean, I will be on it probably for the rest of my life, maybe not full time like I was, but it's just easy. It's an easy program. The food is amazing. I love the food. I really do. Everything is great.
Well, of course, we can't make any medical claims about the program, but it sounds like you're reaping the benefits of your improved healthy lifestyle. And, you know, a big round of applause for you, because, I mean, just think of, like, I think maybe I can lose 50 pounds in a year, but I hit 67 in less than a year.
Little thing.
At 53.
Yeah, I mean, right, and I'm the thinnest I've ever been in my life. So this is, you know, at 53. So it's like, whoa, this is great. I love shopping. It's so much fun going shopping now because everything looks good. I could tuck my clothes in now instead of, you know, having the shirts hang out and, you know, looking in the mirror. Oh, do I look fat? No, and I look great now. It's awesome.
I love that.
Show it off, girl. You know, that's like a fourth grader. My 11-year-old niece weighs like less than 67 pounds. It's like you lost like a middle schooler, like a junior high, you know? You lost basically a cheerleader or an Olsen twin.
Isn't
you know,
that
one
crazy?
of the two.
I love it. Yes. Yes. I just, you know, have to tell everybody, try it. Just try it. You're not going to regret it.
And you know what, Vicki, talk to that one person who's on the fence. What can you say to her to encourage her to get off the fence and get in the game?
So I was on the fence too, because to me it was, oh, I could do it on my own. I've done it on my own before. you know, it's been 2 years now. I've kept the weight off. It's you got to try it. You got to just do it. You got to put it in your head, and you got to just go for it. And you've got to be patient, because you're not going to lose the weight in 1 week. You know, the problem is that, you know, even in, I guess, every diet, you think, okay, I've been doing this for 2 weeks, and I haven't lost anything. It takes time, especially when you're older, right? So, you know, but the results are going to be there, and they are going to come. And when they start coming, you're just going to keep going. So all I could say is just, you know, do it. It's willpower. It's, you know, you feel great. And when you feel great, when you start to feel great, you want to keep going more, and
Well
you won't
said.
regret it.
Well, and just do it. Vicki, well said, and continued success. You rock that bod, girl.
That's right.
You rock it. Show it off.
Thank you.
Vicki, thank you. Hey, here's the thing. We have every service representative taking phone calls, and part of the reason I get, you know, I'm pretty high energy anyway, but when there's a product I really want people to try, I think you can probably tell, gee, do you think I really want you to try this? Because, and that's not just because I have a history with Nutrisystem long before I came to HSN. I can only tell you this. So, because I used to do reporting too, and I'm kind of a just the facts, ma'am. You kind of have to prove it to me. Kind of like the show me state, you got to prove it to me. Over 50 years, over 5 decades of science and research, you've got a team of nutritionists who are making your meals. You've got a team of experts who are giving you the right balance. You've got a team of experts who are basically doing the cooking for you, because it is grab and go. You've got a team of experts to help support you. I know there's an app that we might mention as well, but you have to understand Nutrisystem and HSN, we will charge more money after this hour. So if you are channel surfing, I do believe things in life are guided, and you're tuning in for a reason. If we only appealed to your pocketbook, how much did you spend on your meal tonight? How much did you spend on your snack tonight?
Right.
How much did you spend on that, you know, latte tonight? At $9.09, that's your entire day. That's not per meal. That's your entire day. $9.09 a day to eat truly like a king or a queen. And you know what, Kat, if we could do this one more time, let's do this. Yeah, here we go. This is what you are getting. That just, is that just not mind-blowing?
All of this is coming to your doorstep, and you get to eat all of it. Eat all of it for the next 4 weeks, and if you decide Nutrisystem isn't for you, you can call HSN and say, I want my money back, and they'll give it to you, no questions asked. And you know what? I really think there is no reason not to give this a try.
I agree with you.
There's no reason.
Right.
Like Shannon said, you're watching for a reason right now. You're listening for a reason. That reason is your success, and you can have that. When I was on at midnight, we were calling ourselves the Midnight Crew. The Midnight Crew.
Girls after dark.
Yeah. That's this.
See, now I'm putting ideas in your head.
Exactly. We need t-shirts. You need t-shirts. Because I want to think, we need like teams. So everyone, if you're placing your order right now, you're Girls After Dark.
Yeah, Girls After Dark.
That is good.
Yeah.
That is
I'm serious.
really good.
Girl,
I like
we take 100 pounds off. You're going somewhere. I don't care if it's dark or light.
Right.
You're showing off something. You're showing off something.
Laura's showing it off. Look what Laura's showing off.
I would.
Right.
Okay. Hey, there's Laura. Hey, you know what? We got to show you the food, and then because first, I saved myself for you, Kat, because I really like to cook, and that's why I thought it was so fun for me to post that ravioli photo. Because if I wouldn't have put the caption or the Nutrisystem box in the background, I mean, because people know I'm always doing TikToks and recipes and everything else. I didn't do that. I put it in the microwave. I put it in the microwave.
And it looks like restaurant quality food. It looks like a restaurant meal. And that's what you can be eating every single day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and desserts all day. And you know, a lot of people think, well, wait a minute, that's really a lot of food. So they're thinking, well, if I just skip a meal, I'll lose more. It's not about skipping meals. That's not what Nutrisystem is about. Nutrisystem is about learning the right way to eat and lose lose the weight. And you're gonna get a meal planner guide that looks like this.
Yep.
Inside the meal planner guide, it walks you through everything. And that's your whole day on Nutrisystem. Check off the boxes, eat the food. Maybe you're like, you know what, I don't want to mess with a meal planner. There's an app where you can check it off. Or maybe you don't even want to do that. Just think yellow breakfast, blue lunch, red dinner, purple snacks, and you're good to go. I see you eating that double chocolate chip muffin. I see you.
And then the angels sang. I mean, seriously. Okay, this is so ooey, gooey. Come on. All right, so here's what's gonna happen. We've only got about 5 minutes left in this part of the presentation. Okay, that statement finger looking good. We're not messing around.
So yummy.
We're not messing
Marie
around.
Osmond taught me to put the muffin in the microwave for about 10 seconds.
on.
That's what causes all of those chocolate chips to melt and get ooey and gooey. That's finger licking good. Yeah.
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I mean, seriously. Oh, man. Oh, and the shakes. See, and your mom told you not to talk with your mouth full. Too late.
I mean, this is my favorite breakfast. The chocolate muffin with
really
a shake, and I put like a half a frozen banana in it or some frozen cherries. That is my favorite Nutrisystem breakfast.
Oh, I bet.
I can eat it every day. Like literally, that could be my breakfast
And you know
every
what?
day.
Here's the thing, too. When's the last time you went to a restaurant? You said, you know what? I didn't like the meal. I'm sending it back. You know, when's the last time you went to a restaurant and the appetizer was more than $9 for crying out loud?
Right.
What you're gonna do? Okay, I know we've got some talents. Oh, thank you. All right. When I say finger licking good, we're not kidding. But there's about 5 minutes remaining in this part of the presentation. Go to your phones, load that app. Do it while you're thinking about it, because the truth is, even after we raise the price, and we're raising the price after this hour, it's worth it. It's still a great deal. And the truth is, and I don't even mean to say this to be facetious, but you cannot put a price on your health. You can't. And so the least of this, in no small measure, is that you're gonna get smaller, is that you're gonna lose weight. You're gonna feel better. You're gonna look better. You're gonna be a better mom, a better grandmom. You're gonna be a better you. You're gonna, I mean, for most of us, you know the wellness benefits associated with losing weight, but if I can just appeal to your pocketbook, how much did you spend on dinner tonight? How much did you spend at the vending machine? How much did you spend on the coffee shop? I could almost promise you spent more than $9.09 today. So if you only do it, especially if you're one of the next 900 people who call, because that's it. If you're one of the next 900 people who call, you can enroll in AutoShip. It's basically 900 reservations. You can customize that delivery. You're saying, well, Thanksgiving's coming up, Christmas. You can actually curate or decide on your delivery. So yes, you've got food for a month, but you're like, I want to take this month off, or I want to switch it up. It puts you in the driver's seat. The big thing is we will be raising the price, but we cannot raise the price as long as you are enrolled in AutoShip. And by the way, all good things must come to an end. That's for the rest of this year, and this is your last chance for this year. So at least make that phone call, go to your app. We are so busy. If we take into consideration everyone who's in the various forms of ordering, we're probably looking at the last 600 on the AutoShip. And that's, I know, see, she's like, what? I mean, my friend Amanda has done final shows where she's like, oh, look out, because it's all on. It's on like Donkey Kong, because people are like, what do you mean we're raising the price? But we really are. And because we have been doing some today's specials that have been just such great deals that we've honored the price after the fact. This is such a great price. We cannot honor the price after the fact, frankly, because Nutrisystem, obviously, global leaders, #1 in home meal delivery, they ask more money, and even as we move forward, you're not going to get as much stuff. How was that? Was that eloquent?
That was the bottom line.
Was that subtle?
Right.
Subtle as a brick? You're not going to get as much stuff, you're going to pay more money. Seriously. Okay. Oh, what do we have? Oh, garlicky Parmesan. Is that what that says?
Oh.
Okay. Oh, she says, oh.
You know what, one of the things people, you know, when we're on other programs is people think, well, you know what, I can't eat fresh fruits and vegetables. I have to cut out a whole food group. When you're on Nutrisystem, you're actually eating fresh fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, that's true.
So you are still gonna go to the grocery store, but you're gonna be shopping around the perimeter of the grocery store.
Yeah.
It's in and out, swing right on through. Now, the last time I went to the grocery store, I was up and down all the aisles, up and down the aisles, grabbing this, grabbing that. Got to the checkout, was grabbing. I had sticker shock when the number came up. And I remember thinking, you know what, I should probably start growing my own food. Like maybe that will be cheaper.
That's what you think. You're right.
But now, your price is locked in. When you go on the auto delivery, like Shannon said, your price is locked in. If you're someone who likes to budget, you're on a budget, now you know what your bill is going to be. It's this plus just a few items, that fresh fruits and vegetables that you're getting at the grocery store, and that is it. You talked about not being able to go to a restaurant and eating for $9 a day. I can't go to the movies and buy popcorn for $9.
That's the truth.
Popcorn, a bag of popcorn. But you know what? I can eat Nutrisystem popcorn.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. You got the what? The white cheddar. I got the butter.
That's right. And you know what? You go to the grocery store, if you get a big bag of popcorn and you eat the whole thing, and then you look at the bag, you go, oh my gosh, it was like 8 servings. Too late. I've eaten it all.
Oh, man.
But with Nutrisystem, you can eat everything that's in the bag and not feel guilty about it. I love popcorn.
Oh, girl, it's like
I love popcorn.
It's like a food group with me. No. I think that's the base of the food pyramid. You know?
That's funny.
Seriously. Popcorn and chocolate, you know? They're on there. We're on that tree. Okay, we are very, very busy. I know you see a clock on your screen because we're going to share some of the other things coming up at HSN, but you know, that is your cue. Now is your time to make your choice and change your life. This is truly one call that will change your life.
It will.
And you know what? If you aren't happy, if you don't, you know, have success, it's so funny because quite often we have testimonials and people call in, which by the way, we welcome those of you who have experienced it, or maybe you're shopping for the first time. Take a moment, you know, come on by.
We'd love to say hi.
We would. I mean, we really would. But you know what? We love our toughest critics when it comes to Nutrisystem. And many of you, I know, who are success stories, tried this to kind of prove us wrong.
Right.
I mean, who said, oh yeah, they, you know, like this or that or the other thing. You owe it to yourself to give it a try, especially since this is your last chance. This is today's special for the year. It is our biggest package for the best price in history. Biggest package for the best price in history. It is a month's worth of food. You get that Fast 5, which I got so excited about the price in the last show. I even forgot to mention, because that's like another side benefit or another side bonus. And you know, that's, I won't say, it's as close to instant gratification as it gets. And at the end of the day, you gotta eat, you are eating something, and that time is gonna go by anyway. So at least make that buying decision. Remember, at this point though, we're only taking a couple hundred reservations in auto ship and a couple hundred reservations in the single ship. Regardless, even if there were any remaining, the price does go away after this show. So, Kat, you ain't going nowhere. I got some more snacking to do.
Okay, and I'm gonna sip my shake.
Okay, all right, see? So we've got some more snacking to do, us girls after dark. But I will tell you, we're gonna give you kind of an encore look and reminder of everything in that today's special in just a few moments. And then speaking of today's specials, our girl is back. Of course, the one, the only, the amazing Colleen Lopez. You know, I always look to see what she has in fashion and certainly in jewelry. And she will be launching not only a big, big jewelry event for us here at HSN. I was talking to some of the people behind the scenes, and even my friends who work in the jewelry department, they're like, I don't know how she did this. I mean, like, seriously, I don't know how she did this. So promise me you're gonna stick around and watch at midnight, and then don't go anywhere, because when it turns over to that brand new day, you can't get this. We'll give you a reminder in just a minute.
Your favorite hosts are celebrating big anniversaries this August on HSN. Join the party as Michelle Yarn and Debbie Denman mark 5 years hosting.
Looking good, Debbie. Of course I am, girl.
Adam Freeman hits his 15th anniversary.
Cheers.
Plus, it's the Big 3-0 for Lynn Murphy.
Whoa! Hi!
Tune in all month long for special programming. And don't miss a show celebrating Lynn Murphy Wednesday on HSN.
Hey there, it's Leslie, your HSN style expert, and I'm here with exclusive behind-the-scenes access to this year's fall fashion selections, and I can't wait to show them to you. Join me on the runway for a week-long series that will get you at peak chic all fall long. We've reserved a front row seat just for you. Shop the runway, beginning August 29th, right here on HSN.
Don't say I didn't warn you. As a service to our friends on the West Coast, because we know it's a lot earlier in the West Coast, we are for the next 17 minutes, honoring our biggest and best value in history on Nutrisystem. How much did you spend on dinner tonight? How much did you spend at the vending machine tonight? Do you know for $9 a day, not a meal, $9.09, we're gonna feed you. Nutrisystem is gonna feed you. They've been doing it better than anybody else for over 50 years. Oh yeah, and then you eat real food, pizza and popcorn and chocolate chip muffins and I mean lasagna and ravioli. You eat the food, you lose the weight. But we cannot honor this price after this hour. If we just got a little quantity update. By the way, look at this gorgeous thing with me. I mean, seriously. By the way, I didn't lose the weight yet, but I lost my height. I had to take my shoes off. Oh, thank you, Capri. But this is Kat, and if you have fangirled like I have from afar, you probably recognize her from national television and news, and, well, you know what? You gotta tell them your story in case people are just tuning in.
Well, you know what? My story really is a Nutrisystem story. It's a weight story. I was someone who struggled with weight my entire life. I was a heavy child, a heavy adolescent. As an adult, I was close to 250 pounds, and I went on a trendy diet. I powered off 90 pounds, thought I was a success story, but because it was just a trendy fad diet, I started putting the weight back on. And by then, I was a news anchor, a medical news anchor at the national news organization, the largest news organization in the world, and a friend saw me and called and said, hey, have you thought about Nutrisystem? And that was over 18 years ago. And I remember saying to him, I've tried everything. And he said, if you haven't tried Nutrisystem, you haven't tried everything. So I tried it. I did exactly what I'm asking you to do tonight, just to try it. The first week I was eating all day long. I was thinking, there's no way I'm gonna lose weight on this, but at least the food tastes good. So when I got on the scale after the first week, I didn't really expect anything because I had actually worked hard on other programs and hadn't lost anything. This one, I'm eating all day long. I get on the scale, whoa, 3 pounds down. I go into the second week, I continue to lose weight. The third week, people now were noticing the weight. How often have you been on a diet? You were on it for 2 months. Nobody's noticing anything. But with Nutrisystem, people were noticing. 6 weeks in, I was a full pant size smaller, and in under 5 months, I'd lost close to 50 pounds. And I'm gonna walk over here and grab my pants.
Hey, by the way, and I know Kat and I were doing this, this is everything, guys. This is everything. It is the biggest package and the best price in HSN history. In HSN history. Boy, you want to talk about before and after?
Yeah. These are the pants that I was wearing. They're in the photo, my before photo. These are the pants I was wearing right before I went on Nutrisystem. So I want to challenge you right now. Go in your closet and grab the pants that will be your before pants. Girls After Dark?
Girls After Dark.
Girls After Dark. Go pull those pants. See, those are the pants right there in that picture there.
Are they really?
They really are the pants.
Oh, they are, aren't they? Oh my gosh, you're not kidding. Holy moly. Oh, isn't
they
that
are
wild?
the pants.
Oh,
and so
crazy.
this is the challenge. And, you know, and I look at my after picture, you know, COVID it did us favors because we're here today.
Right, true.
But I spent most of COVID sipping rosé.
Yeah.
And sitting, you know, doing, you know, video calls. So I'm now back on program program because I know that it can get me back to where I want to be. Nutrisystem can get you back to where you want to be. Or maybe it's going to get you to that vision that you have of yourself in your head. Whatever it is, whatever your goal is, Nutrisystem can do that for you. But you have to do something for you right now. And it's like Shannon said, make that reservation.
Yeah.
Make that reservation. Become part of the family. That's like getting your ticket to the club. It's Girls After Dark.
It is Girls After Dark.
It is Girls After Dark, but you have to make that decision today. I've been where you are. I know the feeling that nothing works. Nothing's going to work for me. Nutrisystem will work for you. We have the Nutrisystem guarantee. Eat all 4 weeks worth of food, and at the end of the 4 weeks, if it isn't everything we say it is tonight, everything, call HSN and say, I want my money back. And they'll give it to you, no questions asked, and you don't even have to send the packages back. So you have no excuse. There's a reason that you're up at close to midnight listening to the program. I want to hold your hand. I want to be that friend for you, that encouraging voice to say, this is the moment. This is your moment, but you've got to make the decision.
But you know what? You're living proof, not only because, and I know Kat just told her story, and you've seen Marie Osmond. The thing I really want for you to resonate is, yes, we're proud. I'm a crusader for Nutrisystem. I just am. But they were you. If there's one thing that I really need to hit home, Kat was you. It's not like, I mean, that's why I said, look at this gorgeous creature, and you're thinking, oh, well, they hired her because she was on national television. She was a customer. She was a customer. And so is Marie. So you know what? Don't look at those before and afters and think it can't be you. Because every single person in that before and after, I can promise you, whether, you know, it's Marie and, you know, and let's be honest, especially with celebrities, and I hate to even use the word, that there's that adjective shaming, you know, the one that I'm talking about. And that is not what this is about. You know, I'm just telling you, the weight loss to me is a side bonus or a side benefit. We're talking about your heart. We're talking about your health. We're talking about your happiness, your wellness. Is eating the food and losing the weight a side benefit? Oh yeah, it is. But you know, don't let fear hold you back. Don't let food hold you back. And I'm not just talking about fear of food, like what do I eat? When do I eat? Can I eat this? You know, and when I say putting shame in your game, there's no shame in this. It's nothing but fun and empowering. Because it takes that, it's complete freedom. You don't have to think about, did I shop? Did I do this? Did I not do this? Oh, I blew it on my diet. You know, listen, okay, because Kat makes a great point. It's almost midnight. You got those midnight munchies? I want a pizza. Okay, have a pizza. Pizza is part of the program. Okay. I love my popcorn. Like I said, it's a food group. It's part of the food group. It's here. So I don't care if, are you a sweet, are you a salty, are you a snacker, are you an emotional eater? They have your back. They are your friend in the business for over 50 years. They're gonna empower you, but this is your 10-minute warning. And that is not to be alarmist, but it is to just make you aware. This program, you're gonna see that retail value come up in a moment. Nutrisystem, you know they are global leaders. They've been doing it for over 50 years. They sell this, they sell their program, and frankly, they're gonna sell their product for more money here after this hour. This is the biggest package for the best price in HSN history. Even if you do see, you know, we're working so hard to try to get some Nutrisystem on, you know, before the end of the year. We're not even sure if that's gonna happen. Even if it does, I can tell you this, it won't be this, it won't be this price, it won't be this, you know, this much stuff. So as long as you are acting now, we're taking about 600 reservations on auto ship. And remember, the onus is on us. That does not mean, oh, it's like, Kat, I was telling you yesterday, with us, okay, I was gonna do this grocery delivery service and I still had to do all the cooking and it was hundreds of dollars a week, okay, that's number one. And then number two, they had all these weird like little loopholes to cancel. Like it's like, you gotta call on a Tuesday night after 5, standing on one leg, wearing a pirate patch. That's the only way we're gonna cancel your, you know, so I didn't order because I thought, man, I can barely remember where car keys are. I can't figure that out. No worries, eat the food. Even if you eat the food and decide you don't like it, you could still call us within a month, right? What do you call it?
That's right. The Nutrisystem guarantee.
The Nutrisystem guarantee.
And you know what? I was like, my parents are older, and so I was trying to get them like different. I was looking at different meal delivery stores. My parents and my grandmother all lived together, and so I had tried some of these big boxes were coming in, and like line number one, peel the carrots. I don't want to peel carrots. I thought this was supposed to be done for me. I don't want to do it. I tried another service for them. I looked at it. Wow, look at the sodium in this. They didn't talk about that. Here comes another one. Look at the calories in this. And so I told my parents, I said, do you want to try a Nutrisystem? Like, you know, like we can try that. This is done for you. This is no thinking at all. Like Shannon said, this is eat the food, lose the weight, make your reservation, join the party, join the club, join the family, join life when you make the decision to give Nutrisystem a try.
Absolutely. You know what? I got to eat some more. You know.
Let's do it.
I mean, let's bring on that food. Hey, just so you know, again, the only deterrent for calling is we're running out of product. Because at this point, we are looking now at fewer than 600 on the auto ship.
Oh my goodness.
And remember, the onus is on us. Unlike that other company, I won't even, name them, that I got nervous. I'm like, oh man, how in the world do I even cancel something? You are in the driver's seat. By the way, on that auto ship with the only little over 500 reservations that we're taking, also goes beyond the 30-day return policy. And what I mean by that is, you could say, you know what, I don't need this November delivery, get it to me in December, So you do realize with auto ship, first of all, we can't raise the price, but it also puts you in the driver's seat in terms of, you know what, I need this month off, can I stagger it? It puts you in the driver's seat. So you don't have to worry if it's a Tuesday and you're standing on one leg wearing a pirate patch and calling that number that you can't find anyway. So, I mean, I want you to have complete and utter confidence in the fact that you will see results, in the fact that it's real food, and in the fact that if you don't love it, you can return it. So what's your weight, or what's your fear of food, or what's holding you back? Is it your upper arms? Is it the holiday parties? Is it the fear factor of how many people, and Kat, I'm speaking for myself, and I know a lot of other people, men and women, where you lose the weight. I think every woman has this story. It's like, how much weight did you lose? Well, 30 pounds this time, then I gained 40, right?
That's right.
That story.
That's right.
That's why, I don't know about you, and speaking for myself, I got size 4s, I got 14s, I got size 6s, I got size 16s. And anytime I lost weight in the past, I was always terrified. It's like, okay, so I lost the weight. Now what do I do? Now what do I do? And I think that's one of the reasons that Vicki, if you heard her amazing call and testimonial with 67-pound weight loss, it takes that fear factor out when you've got a friend and partner for life or during the holiday season, that you can really make the decisions for yourself because they do all the work, right?
That's right. And the other thing too is you start to see almost immediately that Nutrisystem is teaching you portion control, because you're now eating perfect portions, and then you're getting your weekends off or 2 days a week off. And I remember, like, maybe I was like 4 weeks into the program, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to my favorite restaurant. When the food came, my meal that I'd been, like my favorite meal that I'd been eating for years, I was able to look at the plate and go, wow, that's like 3 or 4 portions on that plate.
Yeah.
But here's me, I was like, I'm gonna eat it anyway. And then I started eating it, but because I was now used to eating satisfying portions, I couldn't eat all of it.
Yeah.
So that's the great thing about Nutrisystem, is it teaches you effortlessly how to keep the weight off, because now you know how to eat. And Shannon was talking about the auto delivery a moment ago.
Oh yeah.
Who is auto delivery for? You know what? I was someone who had more than 10 pounds to lose. If you have more than 10 pounds to lose, join us on auto delivery. We didn't gain the weight overnight. We're not going to take it off overnight. Some of those other programs are like, oh, lose 50 pounds in a month.
Come on.
That's not the way to do it. We didn't gain 50 pounds overnight, but you know what? When you're on Nutrisystem, the weight comes off at a healthy pace. Every week now, getting on the scale is like a great thing. And don't talk about going to the doctor getting on the scale. When I first went to the doctor, when I was on Nutrisystem, we all know we hate getting on the scale. The doctor, oh, it's the scale, it's the scale. And I remember like back in the day, I remember like getting on and going, wow, I weigh almost 250 pounds. When I was on Nutrisystem, I remember I got to the doctor's office one day, the nurse was like walking me back. I was like, hey, the scale, get to the scale, girl, let's do the scale.
Right.
And I was the girl before who would be like, hold on, let me take out my earrings, let me take off my rings, can I take off my shoes before I get on the scale? Now I'm just getting on the scale and she's like, wow, you've lost weight. I have. It's Nutrisystem. Please put that in the chart.
Yeah, no, but it's really true. Okay, here's what's happening. And I can see Colleen getting ready for her show. I hope you stick around. She has so many amazing things, not the least of which is kicking off our jewelry day with an